on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having an excellent week so far. It is a beautiful green day. Not so much for XRP. I don't know why XRP is down 5% today. I do know there was an airdrop a lot of people were excited about, but having a look at Bitcoin, we are yet again pushing back up, trying to get above that psychological $20,000 level. Will Bitcoin finally break out? Well, I'm going to show you why we could potentially not only have a breakout above $20,000, but we could be heading up to 21.5 or even up to $23,000 Bitcoin, and it could be happening by the end of this week. And not only do I want to talk about just the Bitcoin price, I want to talk about the fact that we have not even begun to actually see the true FOMO of this Bitcoin rally. I believe that we are still extremely early. I think there are still so many people absolutely sleeping on this opportunity right now. And I want to talk about one thing specifically, fundamentally, that really could cause Bitcoin to absolutely explode. And no, I'm not talking about the Pornhub news. I am talking about something else, which we're going to get into in just a minute. And I think that this rally is actually going to shock a lot of people. I feel like even we, the Bitcoin community, the hardcore OGs that have been around, are even going to be shocked by what Bitcoin could potentially do next year. So we're going to talk about all that today. We do have some altcoin news at the end of the video. If that sounds good to you, you know what to do. And of course, today is the day, because I didn't make a video yesterday, to give away the ledger. So let's dive in and look at this beautiful, beautiful Bitcoin chart. My goodness, Bitcoin, every dip is hitting this line perfectly. Look. We struggled right here with it as resistance. It flipped over to support. Boom, we had support once. Boom, we had support twice. And we did have this resistance that was holding us down. And look at this. We came down once daily, touched it, and now it looks like we are headed back up to that dreaded $19,900 to $20,000 level, right? That psychological Bitcoin $20,000 level. Now, the thing is, though, once we actually break above that psychological level, you can see that we are still perfectly in this trend. And what I love about this is the fact that, as I said, well, this is a 4-hour chart, so it's a little zoomed in. It's easier to see. You could see right here where we were having all of this resistance holding us down. Look at right here what happened. Once we broke above it, look at all of that support. Look at how nice Bitcoin stayed. And if we do break above that $20,000 level, I do think we will surge up to at least 21.5 before having a potential pullback. And after that, well, my friends, the sky is the limit. The moon is the limit. I don't know. There is no limit, actually, for Bitcoin. Bitcoin defies all limits. But you could see right here, having a look at the futures. Now, look, guys, we do have a CME futures gap that does come down to about 18,160. And although the gaps are memes, and I'm not saying they have to get filled, we did, in fact, fill this one right here. You could see we came down, we filled it, and then we jumped back up again. So is there a potential the gap gets filled? I'm not going to rule it out. But I am going to say that the fact that we are now dancing above this trend right here, I have these two trends, but I'm looking at the dotted yellow line. And look at how Bitcoin, and this trend started way back here. This isn't like something new that we just started charting. This was way back around October 15th. We started to put this trend in, and look at this. We are still sitting multiple 4-hour candles above this. So like I say all the time, guys, the trend is your friend until the end, right? And something interesting actually that's happening right now is Bank of America Merrill Lynch, they have determined that longing Bitcoin is the third most crowded trade among global fund managers. They say 15% of the 217 panelists who took part in the bank's monthly survey are betting on more upside for Bitcoin. Something also that was interesting was that in the survey, it says that about 17%, which was the second most popular trade, is shorting the dollar. So let's talk about the real reason why Bitcoin is absolutely going to explode. And that is because Pornhub's premium service is accepting only cryptocurrencies. Now, I already made that joke in the beginning, but in all sincerity, if you didn't hear the news, they got in trouble with these unverified videos. They had to basically take down like half their videos or something like that, and then Visa and MasterCard dropped them, so now they're exclusively using crypto. And actually right here you can see they have Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, Tether, Tron, Verge, Wave, Zcash, PumaPay, and a few others as well. All right, but all jokes aside, Actually, I did hear one joke. Somebody said, so I guess Bitcoin really is the hardest money, but okay, really, all jokes aside. So, according to the United States Senator-elect Cynthia Lummis, she says, and this is really the big story, the big topic I want to talk about, if the traditional system collapses, Bitcoin will be absolutely vital. She says if we reach the point where we have overspent so much that things start crashing down, the black swan event occurs with regard to any fiat currency, whether it's ours, yours, China's, Japan's, whatever, we need that backstop available to every government in the world, and guess what that backstop is? It's looking more and more like Bitcoin every single day. In fact, she says that it's one of her goals to help the Senate to understand about Bitcoin, what it does, what it is, how it could be an asset to help developing countries, even our country potentially. So that is really cool. She wants to have it work alongside and grow and develop with our fiat currency, not become these two separate things. But discussing what a Morgan Stanley investment management chief global strategist said, he published an opinion piece in the Financial Times on Wednesday, okay? And he explained how Bitcoin is making progress towards replacing the US dollar and becoming the world's reserve currency. Now, I know this seems like a pie in the sky dream. Come on, Bitcoin will never, really be that reserve currency. Well, while pointing out that there are Bitcoin skeptics, including those who prefer gold, he said many people have bought Bitcoin in bulk as they fear that central banks led by the U.S. Federal Reserve are debasing the value of their currencies. This has boosted the price of Bitcoin, which has more than quadrupled since March, making it one of the hottest investments of 2020. He proceeded to describe that after decades of mounting, U.S. debts to the rest of the world surpassed 50% of its economic output last year, citing that this is a threshold that often signals a coming crisis. He said the dollar's reign is likely to end when the rest of the world starts losing confidence that the U.S. can keep paying its bill. That is how dominant currencies fell in the past. And I just showed you proof from this from this survey over here, that the second most popular trade among these surveyed is shorting the dollar, right? So getting back over here, he says Bitcoin is also starting to make progress on its ambition to replace the dollar as a medium of exchange. Money printing is likely to continue even when the pandemic passes. Trusted or not, Bitcoin will gain from widening distrust in traditional alternatives. And not only to mention that, but as you can see over here in this Forbes article that just came out today, Bitcoin braced for near $1 trillion stimulus bill and fresh Fed power. Now, you can see down here that it says lawmakers in Washington have finalized a $908 billion aid framework for the pandemic. And although it is going to be a bit of a struggle to, get this approved, they are looking to get this done potentially by the end of this year. Well, there's only 2 weeks left for this year, and we saw what happened when the last stimulus checks came out. Everybody rushed, well, not everybody, but a good amount went out and they were buying Bitcoin with their checks. And in fact, Coinbase had exact reports of massive $1,200 exact purchases of Bitcoin on that day, right? And like Robert Kiyosaki said, glad I bought Bitcoin. Next stop, 50K. A wall of institutional money coming in 2021. Buy below 20K. If you missed Bitcoin, he says you could buy silver, etc. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys, the FOMO is not even here yet. I'm only just kind of having some of my friends now be like, hey man, saw Bitcoin was doing well just now, just as we're getting back to 20K. What do you think's gonna, when we break this, it's gonna be on the news, it's gonna be on the front page of the Wall Street everywhere, right? Everywhere. And then the real FOMO is gonna begin. Now, let's talk about some fun. Okay, the opposite of FOMO, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, I talked about a potential massive Bitcoin dump due to the Mt. Gox trustee releasing the Bitcoin. Now, if this Bitcoin gets released, we're talking 150,000 Bitcoins worth about $3 billion at today's price that could potentially flood the market. Well, it looks like following several consecutive delays, the Mt. Gox trustee has in fact filed a draft rehabilitation plan to refund users. Today, they announced that they did file the plan, and it doesn't actually explain how it's going to work or what's going to go on, but they have filed it. So, I mean, there is still a little bit more to go. So here's my take on it. Should you freak out? Should you be worried? Could it cause a potential mini dip, crash, whatever in the market? Yes, it could. But I'm going to tell you why I don't care and I'm not worried. Because good, okay? Because the way that the money has been shifting, the Bitcoin has been shifting, is from the old speculative, degenerate type gamblers, whatever you want to call them. And if they want to dump their Bitcoin, good, because we have seen that it is moving into the hands of the strong institutional buyers who are not looking for quick flips, who are looking to hodl this for 10, 25, 50, maybe even forever on their balance sheets, right? So that is why I'm not worried. I say let them dump it. We all get an opportunity to buy cheap Bitcoin. Yeah, it's going to be scary for a week. Oh my God, the price crashed 35%, whatever. We buy our cheap Bitcoin, the institutions come in, and once it's all over with, the weak hands have sold, Bitcoin crashes out of the way, and we can continue on up. So I really don't care. I don't care. Crash it. We can sell. I don't care. So that is my take on that. But let me know what you guys think about Bitcoin, about, this real shift happening right now. I really believe that globally, the world is starting to slowly warm up to the fact that Bitcoin is... It's not even gold 2.0. It's just Bitcoin, man. It's just Bitcoin. It doesn't have to be gold 2.0. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. There was nothing before it. We've never seen anything like it. Trying to compare it to these other things, just accept the fact that it is a brand new, phenomenal store of value. I don't know. I think it's going to happen either way. But let's talk about some altcoins, because I do have some altcoin news from some of the projects that we've spoken about on the channel. I am a fan of Elrond. Elrond's been doing quite well lately. I'm not against Ethereum, but I'm always looking for alternatives. That's why I'm a huge fan of Polkadot. I like Elrond as well, and they actually recently got listed on eToro X, which is actually eToro's professional crypto exchange. So they say that it was conceived and produced for the corporate and institutional grade crypto trading community. The eToro exchange is highly effective, trusted, and secure crypto trading solution. So massive, massive news for Elrond. Congratulations. This is just absolutely more exposure. And we did see that they were looking, not them, but it was NASDAQ and Dow Jones. They had that thing, and I forget what it was called. And they're looking to list all these cryptocurrency indexes, right? Over 550 different cryptos. This is going to be absolutely amazing for exposure. Also, two projects I spoke about, Terra Virtua. You guys know I am huge on NFTs. I think that actually, somebody tagged me, who was it, on Twitter? And all these companies now are just jumping on the NFT bandwagon. Well, now they're integrating with Utopia Genesis, who I also mentioned the other day. And they're saying, this is going to help allow artists and music owners to tokenize their virtual goods, such as NFTs, right? You can have tokenized music rights, crowdfunding large projects, etc. And now that'll be able to be available through Terra Virtua. So this is really, really big news. And also Terra Virtua, again, in the news, partnering with, that's right, guys, Utrust. So now that Utrust, another project I really, really love what these guys are doing. They say unique collectibles you can pay for with Bitcoin, ETH, and UTK and other major currencies. Terra Virtua is our latest family member. So congratulations to all of the legit projects out there that are building in the space. And getting back to Polkadot, this actually came out. So you have Polka Starter, DEX, and liquidity mining has been launched. Now, oddly enough, is this a buy a rumor, sell the news event? Well, today, the Polka Starter price is actually down 11%. However, keep in mind, guys, that we did mention this literally before it even came out. And in just the month alone, it is up 133%. So it could have been a buy the rumor, sell the news type of a dip. But I do still think that Polka Starter, I really like what the project is doing. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of the Polkadot ecosystem. So that is the altcoin news for the day. And that is it for today's video. I do have to give away a Ledger Nano S. So we did have 6 videos last week, so let's generate that. Ooh, video number 1. Okay, so that was, wow, Bitcoin biggest news ever. I know, it's always the biggest news ever, right? Every day with you, K-Dub, it's always the biggest Bitcoin news ever. All right, so let's go to the random comment picker, and let's give away a Ledger. So please log in with your What? What is this? Why do I have to... Oh, am I in wait, did I go to Facebook? I am an idiot. Hold on. Which one's YouTube? Here we go, guys. Sorry, I was in the wrong section. Okay, we're generating YouTube comments now. Didn't realize I clicked the wrong button. All right, let's see. We got 523 unique comments for the ledger. Thank you, K-Dub, for the Nano Ledger. I love when people, when they actually say that and then they win. So, well, you are very, very welcome. Stefano, hit me up in the official About section or in the Telegram. Email me. Do not go in the comments. Lots of scammers down there. Comments are a scary place to be, guys. They're very scary. If it looks like I've seen other YouTubers accounts by scammers, right? They act as me. They act as other comments. I mean, I saw something for penis enlargement the other day. I mean, I don't know. It's just madness in the comments anymore. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You are the reason that after 3 years, this channel is still running. And my goodness, considering that, you know, well, I mean, I didn't have a channel then, but considering that Bitcoin was around $2,000 when I first bought my first Bitcoin, it has been quite a journey. And I must say, guys, I am very, very, very honored to have you here on the CryptoZombie channel as part of the community. And yeah, I'm looking really, really forward to the next year. I think that if you thought 2020 was crazy, 2021 might just blow the socks off you. That's all I'm saying. So thank you for coming back to the channel. I love you guys. You're awesome. You are literally the best ever. Get subscribed if you haven't. Join the free Telegram group. Stop by, say hello. But most importantly, be careful in the comments. Lots of scammers are out. Could take that as a bullish thing, right? They're out, which means it's bullish, but it's also dangerous, right? So that being said, you guys rock. My name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.